Okay. I think I heard some rumbling from... Okay. Yep. So, let me link the live stream again in Patreon and in the Discord. And we can get going again. There we go, that's one done, and then one more in here. There we go. Let me put on some lights. There we go. So, how's everyone doing this week? Bitcoin all-time highs. Should all be doing pretty decent, I hope. Let's go into this is right away. Check out the watch list. Check out with the indices first, then get into the crypto and check out some of the expectations I still have for crypto. It's going to be exciting. Well, if you are looking at what we were talking about previously, I was expecting a bit lower. I really want this level to be hit, and just because I want it doesn't mean that it has to happen, but this kind of feels like a fire wave. We've seen these kind of structures previously as well, and they have not turned out to be anything fire wave related. But sometimes, like previously, we have potential for that fire wave to happen. Again, they don't really go too close to that one-to-one extension, but the 0.618 have worked here previously as well. We are looking at something like this as well, again closer to that 0.618. But so there is again a chance for this to do something like that, and yeah, we'll see if that happens. Then we can get into the trades that we were talking about last time. ES, very similar. After this dump, I'm still wanting to long this. The issue is that it's just not there yet. It's so close to 0.618, but there's just nothing else here that I want. The 0.618 alone is not enough for me. This got hit, this 0.618 here, but again, we had this firewall structure here, which is very scary in my opinion. If we get back up to potentially this 618 here, I think that could be a turning point back down into these areas that we would be interested in. If we let's check out some of these extensions. So 618 here, targeting the 0.618 extension then of this pivot. We could get around into that area where we want to be looking for longs. Of course, that might not be happening, or the whole thing might not happen at all, and this could just rocket off. So again, I don't think I want to be shorting this based on how we have moved in the past, but because it's kind of bullish in my opinion. So I kind of want to go with the trend, which is up at the moment. If we come back down here, we take out liquidity, we could get a wick down into here, and if we have set some kind of alerts or limit orders even better, then we could get in on those trades. Again, keeping the stops tight on this is the key. But yeah, that is basically the indices. Nothing really weird has happened on there. Nothing unexpected really. This kind of looks really decent as well, this XU100. Yeah. And here, this kind of looks really good as well. 3-way structure and a potential 5-wave here is really good looking. Divergence, can easily interpret this as 5. The thing here is that this thing coming down looks like a 5 as well. But if this turns out to be a 3 and it comes back down into these areas here, you might be looking for a short. I don't have an alert here, so also looking for a long, sorry. And probably in here you could just do this, or move that stop slightly somewhere. So we want to have a good pivot. I think this is close to 618 as well. Yeah, it is. So yeah, there is definitely area of interest here. So that's here on my list. Go through some of the main stocks that we've been following. Tesla has not come back down. Not really a surprise. It's probably gathering its strength here after this massive move up. And we'll be interested in looking for longs around the area of 260-ish. Main idea here has been that we have either this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, or this is already done as a WXY. We have the X here. This actually I think should be a smaller degree. This one should be intermediate and this should be primary. So W, X and Y, and this should be, give me just a second, get these things going. There we go, and they should be minor. There we go. So either we have a primary degree that is ending a WXY into that Y. Locally, this is a very good area for this. It hit the 1-to-1, got a decent rejection there. Also, more locally, we are still within or still around that WXY or a corrective wave target 1.236 to 1.382. So that area, which we marked previously, we found that resistance. Now the question is whether that is going to continue or not. Let's see the higher degree extension targets still here. How do we have them? 1-to-1 is still higher, and we have gone past 0.618. So again, not really anywhere or anything really close here. This is getting extended if we get to the 1-to-1 extension here. If this does something like this, it gets beyond the 1-to-1 1.618 extension for this local structure, but it's still possible. Not quite sure how this would be labeled then. I think we would have to just label it at WXY still. This way we would be getting around the 1.236, which would still be fine. If we go past the 1-to-1 extension, then obviously this is no longer possible to be a contracting diagonal. It can only be expanding, but I'm still labeling it as a contracting, as that is more common. If we come back down and lose the POC or even find support, as long as we come back to this area here or this high here of wave 1 top around 290, let's put that close to the right one, 299, so around 300 actually, then we get that overlap, which allows us to get a really good looking diagonal. And then we would need to get one more high here, and then a correction. As long as we don't take out the all-time high, I think this would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the whole start of a move way higher. Again, that would be a continuation of this larger degree pattern that we have here. However, if this diagonal continues to perform as it has, and this last fifth leg takes out the all-time high, this is going to be really close, to be honest, even if we pivot here. Then it's very possible that we have topped something very much higher degree, and then we're not only be correcting this structure like I have labeled here, but this whole thing that we've had since 2011. There is a chance you could be labeling this. Do I have a higher degree count here? I do. Let's get rid of these. I'll put them into a... Why can't I make a folder? Okay, I don't know. Close this for now. Group 3. Group 1. Oh, so much crap here. Oh well, whatever. I'll clean it up later. WXY. So, there's so much stuff here as well. Talking about this, where we have a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 1, 3 a pull back into a 2. This was 3, 4, and if this diagonal creates a new high, most likely with divergence against this high, because diagonals never go past these amounts of momentum, then there is a chance that this is a fifth wave, and then we would be correcting this whole thing, and that could be a, well, another decade long thing, because we have already, how long is this? This is like a let's see, 2011 to 2024, so 13 years. It's not too uncommon to see a one-to-one extension in time. 2040, 2039, that would be so long of a correction. I'd more be comfortable, or the minimum that I would see is the 0.236 extension in time, which would be 2028. That's the minimum. If we top here, create a high, and take out this low here, the $100 low, if that breaks, then we can again correct all the way into 2028. Do I see that really realistically happening now that Trump is getting to be president, and with Musk being his best friend? To be honest, no. And also, if we would be comparing these signs here against the wave 1, they are kind of out of proportion. So instead, what I would like to see is, as mentioned, I would like to have this as wave 1 of a diagonal, come back, some kind of consolidation here, and then this would be the wave 1 of a 5, 2, 3, and 5, 4 and 5, right? So that would be yet another massive opportunity, and this is what I'm going to be waiting. And yeah, pretty exciting stuff in my opinion. Let's check out some of the other ones that we've been looking at. Meta came back down into this area that we're looking for. It never reached this high or any of the volume, so kind of just took liquidity from here and just been dancing off a bit. Not enough for me though. Alibaba, Yeah, just crashing. Not sure what's going on there. GME. Climbing most likely with all the meme coins. If and when crypto is getting the alt season, this thing might be just running. Might be just running really, really badly. Really well, I guess I should say. We remember this run here on 2021 all the way to top of January 2021. And since then again we've had this sort of a bear market where we have come down 92% and we're still down 77%. But what we can see is the spikes on this. Sure, we saw one flush crash here, but the other ones we saw this kind of very, very long pattern that took, let's see, the correction here, 2021, well basically 3 years. 3 years of downwards movement. Here, 88% down. Let's actually see if it took out this low. Can't remember if it did. No, it didn't. Okay. So Elliott wave wise, this is still intact, the pattern, where this would be the start of something new. Either A, B, and C, or this would be the start of a C wave, or even a 1, 2, 1, 2 if you want to be really bullish, right? These kind of slow starts would only be happening at like these kind of setups here or here, but they never, because if we are looking at all these, we see that massive pumps right away. These are here again, massive pump, a bit of a consolidation, massive pumps. Pattern wise, consolidation, this would have been the opportunity here, around that $20 area, $20. Now we would be up 40%. But yeah, if you still have some kind of trust for this, you might go in for very small amount of time, or small amount, but I would calculate the position size based on this low here. And just in case this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, or even this low here. Because this could be a 1, 2, like 3, 4, 5, 3, and so on, you get the point. But use the lows as invalidation. Netflix just running off. Good. BA, Coinbase, getting higher and higher. We're thinking about either the ABC possibility, or that if the crypto runs, then this does run as well impulsively. And we had the option here of being a diagonal, where this would be a wave 1, 2, and then looking for 3 minutes. Sorry, sub-minute. Where this previous low was a wave 4. And this is something that I did not really think too fast to say, but as you can see, we are nearing the IPO. That is cool. All those people who bought at the IPO were down for how many years? 4 years. Almost 4 years before they got back to break even, if they held through all this massive loss, 90-something%, right? But you know what? This looks really cool. We have established a significant low. We have created a wave pattern here that we're talking about, and now we'd be looking for this last leg up. Comparing this to some altcoins later or soon, which is have a lot of common things going on. Doesn't have a really good structure here. Let's see if the extend does. Not really, no. But still 1, 2. It's possible that this is the third wave already. It's the peak on 4 hour. It could be the third of third. Conservatively, we could have peaked. This is the most bearish scenario. We have taken out high of wave 3. We have taken out the 3 of 5. 3 of 5 here. Here in price, we created divergence here, and most likely created divergence third of third and the third of fifth here. It's very small in time, this fourth, which is, yeah, it's not the best, but this wave 2 here is very weird as well. So yeah, bearishly, if we are looking at this, it could be the low, but kind of want one more high here. And yeah, we'll see if all coins are running. We haven't seen it on Coinbase chart. What happens when all coins are running? Because this is 2021 top. 2021, this was April. April, somewhere here. So it IPO'd at the start, dropped, and nothing, and now it's back. But yeah, we did not see what would happen here if Coinbase was there. Probably cool stuff. Go through these, the rest. Apple. Looking good, looking good. We'll see how this turns out. I really don't have too much trust on this move though. Stop loss at the break even already. Palantir just massive moves, just ridiculous moves. The 1-2-1-2s that we had here, opportunities. End phase though, just doesn't catch a break. 4th, 5th, and now just dumping. I don't know what this is. Maybe it was larger. What is this called? Triangle here. A, B, C, D, E. What? A, B, C, D, E. Then this would have to be the structure. No, this is A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, there we go. No, it can't be because this is higher. Scuffed. It has to start here. It's, I don't know. Weird structure. Not playing it until that settles. Nvidia still at the highs, looking decent. Had another burst here, getting the highs, and now it's coming back down. Revenue 1.9 billion. Surprise. and it's coming down. Oh, I have no idea. I have set my stop loss already back here. We'll see how this goes anymore. Google's dumping. Looks very much like a three-way up, which is again not really good. Okay, crypto next. Check out Bitcoin. Another all-time highs now. I think we are we need some kind of wave 4 here locally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this thing could be done locally. We have the bearish option of having this as an A, B, and C. The B wave is, yeah, I know it's very out of proportion, but this is the only way I can get it to be any kind of significance. That way, wave 5 here would be the end. If we go past it, then 3, 4, and 5 to create this last leg up. So overall, the count is pretty simple. From the lows of December 2022 on November 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just to create these lows. Again, this is the most bearish version of it. If this is not a diagonal at all, this would be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that is super bullish. This would mean that this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be just the start. So instead of the end being here, we would have to have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'd be, you know, 150. 150k, yeah. But, you know, this is the most bearish. I'm taking profits on my Bitcoin if we get this. I probably should set up my stop loss, actually, on Bitcoin overall. On my spot. Maybe in here, 91.8. Because that would be coming back to wave 1 top, which would mean that this structure here would be done. And let's see, can this be a B wave? It's just past the 1.6 minute extension. I'm thinking of the possibility that this would be the wave 4 instead. Could be. We'll see how this dumps. ETH got a really nice boost here. ETH, I'm not quite sure how to label this. You can't label ETH in a diagonal. That is just not something I can do. ETH you can only label bullishly as a 1, 2 minute 1, 2 minuet 1, 2 subminute, and this should be here. And yeah, this would be the 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. 4K. But the thing is, I'm not sure if ETH is actually doing impulsive structures overall, because this structure over here is so weird. But I can't really remember when has this happened now in the past that ETH is outperforming Bitcoin. Because this has been the Bitcoin season. This generally happens when Bitcoin is taking some kind of break and then launching for the last highs, and then we get that alt season when Bitcoin is either going sideways or climbing the last stairs. That's when the altcoins. Then comes the mid tier, like first ETH, then mid tier, and then the shit coins, meme coins, all kind of this crap, right? So that starts floating to the top in percentage gains. And now I feel like it's a decent area to look for setups on those, because those can pump really out of nowhere, even on spot. Sure, we have run here already, but it doesn't mean the whole thing has to be ended. But just a word of caution, as always. None of these really look too happy. Some of these do, like this one, like Doge. Like Ada. Like Solana. Well, it's kind of overlapping thing, but you know, this is the high here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what kind of count we can get. 1, 2. That's minute. This is probably 1, 2. Minuets. So this is 1, 2. The most bearish scenario would be that this would be already done. Doesn't really have the best looking structure in here. So I think this third is actually at these tops somewhere. Could be looking for fourth and fifth, and then this fifth would be here. But let's see the most bearish version. Something like this, around 300, which would be the previous top as well again for Solana. And this structure is again coming to an end. The fifth that we have here, then we would have to correct. Solana looks really bullish here overall. Had a nice run here previously, pre-2021. WXY correction, 1, 2, 1, 2. One of the ones that I actually loaded up. Solana is actually the largest bag of altcoins I have at the moment. Well, most likely just due to this run, but yeah. It did a 10x here from the lows easily for me as well. And yeah, and this is now coming to an end. Imagine like large Solana, or something as large as Solana doing 10x. Kind of wish I would have looked into Solana and the ecosystem itself inside, where there would have been so much more opportunity, so much more. But those couldn't really be charted, those shit coins inside, because they don't have the history here. But next time, if we get something like this in these main coins like AVAX, I don't really know the ecosystem. DOT maybe. Then I would probably need to look into what is inside of these, because these could be just getting these massive edges here. But yeah, same as in Bitcoin, we'd be looking for some movement locally here, and then there is a chance that this is done. We could estimate the length of this whole thing. Probably the like Santa rally, so into maybe January could be getting that top, and then earliest would be next year summer when this correction would be ending. But again, we don't even see this first sign of this correction, so we don't need to estimate it too far. Now what we would do is look in here, stay focused, get out of the bags that we have, or at least lighten them so we can take profits, and then load up back down here for spot. There's again some that have not run at all, still at the very lows of everything. Such a mess. Whatever. Let it be a mess. Yeah. XRP. Okay. I think someone was talking about XRP, but I think I have very little of this, like very little. But I've never liked the structures they have printed, just because of this. Because look at this. This has been in the same sideways movement since the December 2017 top. We've been in the same area. Now only 66% down from the all-time highs. XRP army, let's go. Oh god. And obviously this is wrong. This 1, 2 here. This 2 would be here. 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, it's possible. It's just, I don't know how to label this into being a wave 1, realistically. How do I label that? It just is a mess. That looks like a 3. To be honest, if I have to now redo this, I would probably put this into here. I would probably just put this in here and create this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 intermediate. No, that would be a minor, and then this would be another 1, 2 if we want to be bullish, and this would be the 1, 2. On weekly level, we would have well, I'm not going to be counting this one because this is the lowest low here. We would have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, most likely, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this is way too large to be same degree as this. I don't think it makes any sense. So we would have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and the largest moves of history, 10k % on XRP. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Again, take that with a pinch of salt a bit. That's just a scenario Elliott Wave is suggesting as a possibility. Sand 3 was up, not really interested. Still check out the market caps here. So total 3. We still have moves to the upside. I can't label this into a diagonal here because this high never took out this. I don't think I've ever labeled a diagonal where we have a truncated fifth. I don't think that is a thing. I don't think. So that would mean that this whole move that we are still having would have quite a few of these sideways up, sideways up, sideways up. We could be having this as just the third wave finishing up here. Then fourth wave coming down, fifth wave up, fourth wave down, fifth wave up. So at least 2 more significant highs before this whole thing comes down. And then, similar as to what Bitcoin had, or the total market cap, sorry, if we don't take out the high, there's a chance that this is yet another one too. XRP Army, Solana, everything, Tesla, they would go to the moon. But this is something I'm not quite sure if I can see. This so-called Trump rally at the end now. Maybe there is something bad that is happening based on this. But I don't want to draw too many negative scenarios, but just make sure that you are prepared. This won't last forever. That is what I'm saying. Won't last forever. Enjoy while it can. Take profits. And I think that is where I am going to be signing off for this week's live stream. Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you're interested in learning more of Elliott Wave, how to predict things like this, check out my course on Udemy. If you're more newer or new to Elliott Wave, check out my Patreon for the basics course. And that's all for now. Again, thanks for watching and see you next week. Bye bye.